DreAllDay.com.
DreAllDay.com. Today's daily motivation is about the power of focus. And it's not just about the focus itself, but it's what the focus can produce for you. And I want to make this really clear and hopefully drive this point home in a way that will help some of you alter your behaviors. So my background is as a basketball player, so I still pay attention to sports, and I see what a lot of athletes are doing these days. And you notice, if you follow sports, a lot of athletes are doing a whole lot of stuff outside of just playing their sport, right? So you got athletes that play football, they play basketball. Those are sports I notice the most or pay the most attention to. And while they're playing their football or their basketball, they also are they might have a clothing line. They may have some kind of brand or business where they're selling some kind of tchotchkes. They might be selling clothes. They might be selling food. Maybe they got what's the other things people are doing? They got music labels. You got athletes now. Athletes have podcasts. They got marketing and media companies where they're doing movies and documentaries, and they got all these other things going on at the same time that they're playing their sport. And some people have said, and still say, even though I don't hear it as often as I used to, that people will say, well, the athletes just focus on playing their sport. And sometimes people will joke. Some athlete got a podcast. You're like, the athlete probably needs to work on his handle or work on his making free throws more than he need to work on doing podcasts. But we know this has become more of a normal thing, right? For athletes to have all these other things going on besides the main thing, whatever it happens to be. Now, we've all heard the saying, at least some of you have heard the saying, keep the main thing, whatever it is. And when I see athletes doing all these other things, the first person I think of when I see this these days is Michael Jordan, who many people agree is the best, or if you like LeBron, maybe you'll say he's the second best player of all time, Michael Jordan, but he's up there, right? Now, when Michael Jordan was playing, all he focused on was basketball. He didn't focus on anything else. Now, he had other stuff going on, but it's been well documented and is well known. Jordan even has said it himself that he had other people in his life who would handle all the endorsement stuff and all those other things that he had going on, and he set it up in such a way that all he had to do was just show up to the shoot for the video or the commercial or whatever he had to do, and just say his lines, do his part, and then he could leave. He wasn't in there like doing the negotiations and building the business. He wasn't doing any of that, because his main focus was how can I be the best possible basketball player and beat everybody who comes against me on the court. That was his focus. That was his main thing. And he's even said it, because I've watched almost damn near every Jordan interview that's come out. And one of the things that he talked about was when he played, the amount of focus that he demanded of himself as far as basketball. I'm not talking about all the other stuff. The amount of focus he demanded on himself was, he said, is a level that you couldn't even demand that of today's player. It would be unfair for them to even ask them to focus the way that I focus, because they got too many other things going on besides the main thing of basketball. He wasn't saying it in a negative way. He was just saying it like, my focus was just basketball, nothing else. Where today's players, they're focused on, well, they're not really focused on any one thing. They got all these other things going on. And I'm bringing that up to say this. Michael Jordan, still to this day, regardless of, or not regardless of, but despite all the other stuff that all the other athletes you hear about are doing these days, Michael Jordan still made more money doing things that way than any player has made doing things any other way. He's made more than any other player. No player has made more money than Michael Jordan, based off of his his name, image, and likeness, if you want to say that. That's combining salary, endorsements, things that he owns, all of that. Michael Jordan is still number one, despite the fact that he wasn't trying to do 20 other things besides play his sport. But now athletes today are trying to do 20 other things besides play their sport, as if they have to, as if they wouldn't be able to make more money if they just focused on basketball. And here's the reason why Jordan was able to do that. Because he put so much focus on just maximizing what he did on the court, all the other things came to him as a result of that focus. The result of his focus on basketball led to all the other things coming in. All he focused on was one thing, and he still made more money than all these other people who were trying to do 8 things. Everybody get what I'm saying here? And I'll tell you something else, and this would be kind of almost, some of you might even consider this an inverse of Michael Jordan. There's a guy named Andrew Tate. Some of you know who Andrew Tate is. I saw a video just the other day. I was hearing him talk. He was talking about how men shouldn't go chasing around after girls. And what he said in the video was like, look, half the people on the planet are women. So any one woman who you're interested in, if she's not interested, or maybe she was interested but she's not any longer, it doesn't matter, because there's a whole bunch more girls out there, which is logically correct. And he followed that point up by saying the following. He said, and I'm paraphrasing him, he said, if you just focus on maximizing yourself, being the best version of yourself, doing everything that you need to do, whether that's with your fitness, with your health, your nutrition, with your people, getting the right people around you, maximizing your intelligence, maximizing your productivity and your effectiveness and your efficiency, and making the most money that you can make, and getting all your shit together the way that it's supposed to be, all the girls that you were worried about back then when your focus was divided amongst all your stuff and the girls, if you just focus on the stuff that you need to do for yourself, all those girls will come running towards you, because they'll see the level of value you've created in yourself. They'll come looking for you. You don't have to go looking for them. They'll come to you, and you'll have your choice of which girl that you want to get. And the reason I'm bringing up what Andrew Tate said and putting it next to what Michael Jordan did, he didn't really say it, but what he did, is that they're talking about the exact same thing. That if you decide what your focus is going to be, and just focus on maximizing that thing that you're focusing on, all the other stuff that you are thinking right now that you have to also try to do at the same time, all that stuff will come find you anyway. You won't even have to go to it. It will come to you. It will come looking for you, because you've already made yourself that person that those things are attracted to. You get what I'm saying here? So this is what I mean when I say the power of focus. You need to decide what area of your life, and this is an important question, what area of your life that if you did put all your energy into and just focus on maximizing that, whether that's you as a person, whether it's your business, whether it's your finances, if you play a sport, if it's your sport, if you have a job or career or a business, if it's just a job, career, or business, if you just focused on that and maximizing it and making sure it gets to the highest level it could possibly get, what thing could you focus on that would lead to all the other stuff coming and finding you anyway, and you don't even have to think about it. You don't even have to go look for it. You don't have to go trying to get it. You don't have to go chasing after it. It'll come to you. So listen, if you're a man, I'm sure you're interested in females. If you're a heterosexual man, you're interested in women. But we know that going after women, or spending time with women, or whatever you want to call yourself doing with women, is a time-consuming task. We all know that. It's time-consuming. But what if you went out and just maximized yourself and your business and your sport and your career, and just maximizing who you are as a person? The girls will come find you, because women are attracted to what they're attracted to. They're not necessarily attracted to the guy who's thinking about women all the time. They're attracted to the guy who has what they want. And when you know what the kind of women you want, and you got it, guess what? They'll come looking for you. So this is the power of focus. So where can you put that focus to where all the stuff that you want is going to come find you anyway, and there's no need for you to go chasing after it and go looking for it? That's a question you should ask yourself and think about today, because this could really flip the trajectory of where you're putting your resources, and that can change everything for what you're doing. It can make the game a whole lot easier for you if you just focused on that instead of trying to focus on more than one thing at a time, because the human limitation is that we can't focus on more than one thing at a time. So if you're trying to, then you're already inefficient. So with that said, I send out a daily motivation text as well as putting out this daily motivation video. And there are two different messages, so you actually get two different daily motivations from me. But you got to text me to get into my text community. My number is 305-384-6894. Send a text to that number right now, and every day when I send out the daily motivation, you'll be getting it straight to your phone free of charge. Same way I send out these YouTube videos, but again, there's a different message in text than when I send it in video. So text me so you can get two daily motivations every day. Secondly, Work on Your Game University. That is where I do all my coaching. So any of you who is looking for a coach, or you want to be coach, or you don't know what it would like to be, like to be coach, or you want to get access to my best frameworks and trainings on mindset, strategy, systems, and accountability, you can get all of that as a member of Work on Your Game University. You can join the university by going to workonyourgameuniversity.com. Links down below in the description to this video, along with the number to get that daily motivation text. Also, while you're here, make sure you comment on the video. Tell me the best idea or insight you got from this video. What are you going to do different based on what you heard? Like the video, please. Share the video, please. And hit the notification bell, so every time I put a new video out, you'll be knowing about it, and you'll be getting it straight to your feed here on YouTube every single day. Y'all do all that for me. That's your way of paying me, as a way of saying thanks for what you're getting here in this video, is your liking, notification, and subscribing, and also commenting. All that helps feed the algorithm. You know how this stuff goes with the algorithms and all that. So do that for me. I'll keep putting out these daily motivations for you. And that's that, everybody. Y'all have a great day. Work on your game. Dre all day.